All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody doing today? So we got some decent movers, really. Um, what's up, Two Way? What's up, brother? So I running a little bit late today. My kids are slow getting out for school. What's up, Scott? Jake? Mitch? What's up, brother? I sent you the link, man. Trading Escapes. Kane? What's up, bro? Pat? Quick Red Fox? What's up, guys? All right, so we could look at some of these here. We got some pretty decent movers right now. Let's make sure the sound's working. Yep, sound seems like it's working well. So yeah, you can see TYHT here, gapping up from 66 cents to $1.45. Not bad here, not bad. Um, what's everybody else looking at? We also have APHA with a huge run yesterday. I know Shaw from our classes had a really nice trade on APHA yesterday with a really nice run. I actually only ended yesterday down about $13. So I made a trade on CGC yesterday after I got off stream, and honestly, I was a little disappointed in this trade as well. I got in. Let me see. Up here at about 92 right there, shorting. I shorted it at about 92 right here. Basically, the reason why I shorted it here was it was right around the previous day's close, and it was looking weak, and I thought that area would hold as resistance, and we did get some there, and I sold most of it by the time it hit 60 right here. And so it's a small position. I was already down yesterday, and so I didn't want to um, make a bigger loss. And so I just got in with small sizing, looking to take a, small gain from it. And yeah, like I said, I ended yesterday down about $12 at $11. So I cut my loss. I cut 2/3 of my loss off yesterday and was able to kind of bounce back. So yeah, I only ended yesterday down like 10 or $12, and so wasn't bad. Was happy to fight back from it. But yeah, PDD also popping up on the scanners here. We got CGC and the rest of the cannabis plays, probably on sympathy from APHA's move. ACB. Now we also have NBEV, which is actually acting very strange this morning, from 550 to 568. If you like bigger stocks, there's CRBP gapping up from 680s to 730s. Not bigger stocks, but a little bit more expensive stocks. ST&E gapping up from 34.60 to 41.40s. We have AMD up. A lot of stuff's up right now. NIO moving a little bit. We have ALT, which is having a crazy move as well. So yeah, we got some movement here. Shout out to Two Way for dropping the news on us this morning. And so for morning squawk, the U.S. stock futures were higher this morning, giving the Dow a shot at extending its win streak to 5 days, and the S&P 500 and NASDAQ a chance at reaching fresh multi-month highs. And so seeing some strength in the market right now. Let's look at the SPY overall to see what we get with the SPY right now. We are having a nice gap up here. Looking at the daily chart, the SPY is, breaking these highs right here. It had a lot of resistance in the 280s and finally broke over that. Now it's at 283s, which is good. The high of the last few years is at 293. And so 293 are the highs. I'm really interested to see if the SPY eventually breaks that high right there. I hope it does. I always like it when the market's doing well, and I hope it does for sure. The Dow fought its way back to virtually break even for March. We also have AFMD here. Small gap. It basically filled this entire gap already, though. I don't really like this one that much, but they announced a milestone payment from Genentech and Rock platform presentation at Innate Killer Summit 2019, furthering the highlighting leadership and innate immunity. So that's what's going on for AFMD. Like I said, this one's basically filled the entire gap already. I just don't trust it that much. We also have ALT. I do like ALT a little bit better than this one. ALT is gapping up from 280s all the way to 420s. It announced positive results from the Nasovax extension study. So basically positive results for ALT Biodrug, it seems like. We also have AMCN gapping up, not really much volume, but Air Media announced the strategic cooperation with Honeywell. And so basically a strategic cooperation partnership thing for AMCN. Like I said, not moving that much here. RAAV gapping up some. They are Araviv announced retrospective analysis showing increased GAS6 levels associated with chemo resistance and decreased progression-free survival in ovarian cancer for ARAV. We also have CHK gapping up a little bit here. Chesapeake Energy, I know this company. They had a bullish analyst call, crude oil rally, and it's making it up a little bit. It's a high float stock, and so it's only up about 9 cents or so. We have INNT, big day yesterday, kind of quietly fell back down. It's at 250 now. They are going to discuss fourth quarter and full year 18 financial results and provide corporate and operational progress updates on March 19th, which is today. And so we'll see what INNT does today. Like I said, it had a big day yesterday, but it fell all the way back down, kind of filling the big gap in the big run it made. There's NVIDIA as well. NVIDIA, they are teaming with Amazon Web Services to bring AI to millions of connected devices. And NVIDIA is up. It's gapping up from 168.95 to 172.18. And with that, you can see AMD is up as well. Both microchip sectors up on sympathy. We have TYHT, which is probably one of the bigger watches today. They established a subsidiary to capture industrial cannabis market growth. And so another cannabis play, this one seems. We'll see where that one goes. UROV. Originally it gapped up to 17. Came right back down to 14s for break even, and now it's actually gapping down. They announced top-line results for the Empower Phase 3 study of Vibragron in patients with an overactive bladder. So they must have found some bad top-line results for this one because it was gapping up. Now it's gapping down for UROV. We have VBLT gapping up a small amount from 171 to 186. They presented new data on the potential of VB111, which must be their biodrug, to stimulate the immune system and drive immune cells to infiltrate the tumor microenvironment. I have no idea. They're basically positive data, I guess. VXRT gapping up some. They announced a initiation of Bivalent, which is a norovirus vaccine phase 1B clinical trial for VXRT. And yeah, looking at DERM from yesterday, like I said, CGC cannabis plays look like they're decent options to watch today. Most of them are gapping up after APHA's big move. Again, ST&E, a little bit higher cap stock, probably on earnings. I'll look this one up to see what's going on with ST&E. We can see what's going on, guys. So what's everybody's main watch today? What's up, Sid, Tech, Pat, Jay, Illard, Netron? Good morning. All right, so ST&E announced fourth quarter results. That's what's making it push up. So yeah, ST&E, they announced strong fourth quarter and fiscal year 18 financial results. So I figured it was earnings, revenue, something of the sorts. What's up, Chase? Casey, what's up, brother? Rich. Illard, what's up, guys? All right. No stress, Andrew. Yeah, man. We'll see you. We'll see you later, then, brother. All right, guys. So, like I said yesterday, I did buy 500 shares. We're gonna look to continue that. Get in with 500 to 600 shares is what we're looking at today. Just trying to keep the scaling up, keep moving up in size, and yeah, we'll see how that goes today. Hopefully we get a few decent options for some fades that we can trade, and yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan, just to see if we can Find some fades. Get in with some bigger sizing today. VXRT. VXRT doesn't look bad. I tend to prefer a little bit more volume, but it's all subjective, you know. It doesn't look terrible. We also have PDD, which looks interesting. PDD. PDD had a big day yesterday. It's at 26 now, so a big move yesterday. Let me see if Mitch is going to be here today. I saw him in the chat. All right. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab my coffee. I'll be back in like a minute or two. All right, guys. BAC. All right, we got Mitch here. Let me get my headphones on. What's up, Two Papa? Good morning, man. Yeah, what's up, Mitch? Good morning, brother. All right, so we do have Mitch here. All right, guys. So LEDS, which is a former runner, is popping up on my scanners here. LEDS. Not much volume, though, JAKK. Looking at some of these other ones, EL. Yeah, but DERM should be tradable. NIO, AMD, NVIDIA, like a few people are talking about. TYHT, I don't think that one's tradable. But that's a big run there for TYHT. We got CLRB. Big run for CLRB as well. I didn't even notice CLRB. Look at CLRB this morning, guys. Kind of a move similar. What was the one that did this yesterday? There was one stock that did this yesterday. What's up, Casey Mack? Jake says, I suspect VXRT will catch volume at market open, or maybe I'm just having regrets from not buying. Yo, what's up, man? No coffee shop this morning, huh?
Nah, man. Doing that lovely tea life right now.
Hey, man, that's how you do it, bro. I mean, I'm on coffee life, but, like, same thing, you know?
Yeah, it's changing it up. I drink a lot of coffee while I'm at work.
Right.
So I try not to do it on my day off.
Yeah, I mean, coffee and tea are both relatively healthy for you if you don't put sugar in them. You know?
I'm not gonna lie, I got some good honey in them.
Yeah, honey's good. We have honey next to our coffee machine, too.
You gotta get that local honey.
Whoa, what's that noise?
That's my lovely microwave. You hear that thing?
Yeah, man, dude, that thing's kicking right now, dude. That thing's loud, man. It wants to be heard right now. You know?
You have no idea.
That thing's loud, man.
I kind of hate it.
Yeah, I would hate my microwave. I was gonna say I would hate my microwave if it was that loud. It demands to be heard, you know.
Yeah, it demands to get there right on time.
Right.
But top stock for me definitely today is gonna be DERM.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was looking at that one too, and it's tradable. You know, it is tradable for us. But yeah, APHA. I don't know if you saw the Discord, man, but Shaw got into a beautiful trade with APHA, and she said that she said she was like, nice call out, Mitch, and she rode that thing from like the 960s all the way up to.
I know. I was kicking myself yesterday when I was in the other trade when I saw it come back. It just looked like a good bounce, good flag. I had that feeling that it could get to $10.
Right.
It ripped straight to 10, and then we gained some more momentum and got it there to like 10.20.
Yeah, so Shaw said she rode it up to 10.23. I told her that was a beautiful trade, man. That was a beautiful trade.
I mean, that's as good as it gets. That's the flag right there.
Right.
You know, I got stopped out probably about 5 cents. So maybe I should have opened my risk up to 10 cents. I only had a 5-cent risk on that one. But hey, you were able to stay in it and get the volume to come back in it. Daily supported it. That's really what happened with that stock. That's why I wanted to long it. The daily chart supported this move back up there to the resistance, and now it can make a move to 1050 today.
Right.
1050 is the move that I would expect, the next kind of leg up, and then we could go all the way up to 1073.
Yeah, I had to turn Mitch down. That microwave is serious, man. Mine does like a subtle beep beep beep, but that one, man, that one is like, I'm ready. Sid says coffee is bad for your teeth. With milk, it's less bad. Yeah, I mean, it might be bad for your teeth, but overall health-wise, coffee's not bad for you if you don't put too much sugar in it. Like, the reason most coffee's bad is because people just load it down with sugar. It's kind of like the conventional way a lot of people drink it. I just drink my coffee just plain. Like, I don't put anything. I put a little bit of milk in it to cool it down, but that's it.
trade yesterday on KNDI ended up stopping me out for the rest. I got like I was ended the day down about like $30.
Yeah. You would.
But the funny part is, right after it stopped me out, it went to like 1 cent above, and
Right.
then it's completely tanked.
I watched that. I watched it happen, and I was sitting there. I was like, I wonder if Mitch is still in this. But like, honestly, it's funny though, because like I got in CGC with a fade, and like it was a green trade too. Like if you look at CGC yesterday, at about 10.50 or so, I got in with a fade with an entry of like 45.92 is my entry. So it was like right. Uh, It was right there. And so it was a beautiful entry. I got it. I even said in the Discord, I was like, my plan is to let this one work all day and see if we can get a really nice breakdown under 45.50s, right? And then I don't know why, but I sold all of it at like 45.60. And then it eventually went down to 45, like 10, 45.10. So I missed out on literally like 50 cents. I had it. It was a green trade, and I canceled out most of the loss yesterday. I ended the day down like 10 or 12 bucks. But same kind of thing. Like I don't know why I got out just before the big breakdown or the big
Yeah, I
continuation.
think one of those things is when you're like kind of letting that stock really work, um, it's important to kind of take your attention not so kind of intensely
Right.
focused.
Go watch TV. You know.
Yeah, something like, I mean, you don't even have to go away from the computer. Maybe like pull up like a YouTube video next to it
Right.
and kind of like keep looking every now and then where it is. But you can't stress when you're trying to let a stock work.
Right. You
You're gonna
can't
get
obsess
bounces.
over it.
Yeah, you're gonna get bounces back to the resistance if you're shorting, and you're gonna feel uncomfortable.
Right.
That's normal. Understanding that the uncomfortableness is supposed to be there kind of helps. And then, if anything, just setting a stop above your level where you're looking, so that even if it did get to that level, you're expected to get out on your risk level. But let's say if your risk level is 13, you're saying that you'll get out at 13. There's nothing wrong with putting a stop like at 13.10,
Right.
and then you just kind of really relax, get away from it. Worst comes to worst, 10 more cents.
Right. Let it work a little bit. That's the problem. Like
Right.
I've had like I definitely agree with that because I've done that before where I don't necessarily forget about it, but I have a stop set, a reasonable stop, and I just kind of find something else to do, and then I'll kind of come back and check on it and see if I'm stopped out or see if it's actually breaking down for me. And then a lot of times it'll just kind of continue to break down for me, and it'll be really nice trades that way. You'll kind of catch some all day fades. But yesterday I was watching it too close. I think I was watching it too close, and so that's exactly what happened.
And there's also the like kind of psychology aspect of, do you really need that money? Um, and that's why it should be a share amount that you don't care about if you go back to break even. And once you start making those kind of decisions, you're going to make big gains with small amount because you really let them work. Um, you got to pick a bar support and be like, all right, that's going to be my target. I'm going to let it keep working. And if it doesn't come back to my break even pricing, I'm just going to let it keep working all day. If I
Right.
have to close this at 359, I'll close it at 359.
Right.
But one of the keys is you got to make that decision and kind of let go of that unrealized that you see there, because it might turn into zero. You might have to stick with the realize that you got in the trade already.
Right.
And if you can be okay with that, then you usually just let it work. You're just like, oh well, I have enough for the day. I'm comfortable with letting this work,
Right. That's kind of
trying to
the
maximize.
that's kind of how you have to be sometimes. I think because I usually take like typically one trade a day. Like I usually trade like one time per day usually, and I do that because it's just easier. It's easier to say okay, green or red, green or red. You know. But I thought about it yesterday. Like my second trade of the day, I could use smaller sizing in that way, and just give myself a little bit bigger reward for my second trade and a small risk. And so that way, if I do get stopped out of my second trade, it's not going to be that much bigger than my original loss. But if it does work out, it's going to basically take that loss away. And so that's kind of a way that I might approach it, but we'll see. You know, I just got to take it slow. I've been doing really well in the market the last month or two, and so I just need to. At this point, I need to focus on scaling up. Yesterday I did take 500 shares. I'm trying to get up to I'm trying to stay at that level. You know, I got in with 500 shares yesterday, but I traded ACB, which is a very tight range stock, and so I kind of cheated a little bit, I feel like.
All right. Bringing up here my cargo ship, talking about a tight triple bottom on CGC. I could maybe see that on the 1 minute. But what I'm really seeing on CGC is daily strength. If you see this you can kind of see this flag on the daily. It's kind of wicked out, but really holding. And you see the pennant form. It's getting tighter and tighter, holding a support right now, 45, a resistance up there to 47.83. So we're going to see today if it can get through that trend line and really start breaking out. A breakout of this stock could go all the way up back to 51.13.
Yeah, for sure. So 51. Yeah, CGC. I've been liking trading it more lately. Like I've been trading it a little bit more often lately, and it's been working out fairly well. Is this the triple bottom you're talking about, cargo? Like the one I drew here, the one from basically the last 3 days. It's right around 45. The whole dollar is really where it's at. It's right around 45. That's basically where the support is.
Yep. And then when you look at the daily, you see the strength. The daily shows more strength on the bullish side. And so when you got an intermediate bullish sign, like that triple bottom, and then you got a daily support where it looks bullish on the daily chart, and you can really start, kind of measuring this out here.
Right.
It's gonna be one to keep a watch for sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've been watching. I usually watch CGC. It trades well and it fades pretty well too. Like if you see the somewhat of a fade yesterday, it didn't look terrible. I think if you watch the previous day's close with this one and some fades, it's got some good setups. CLRB. Yeah, CLRB kind of looks like, what was the one yesterday that did this? It like went up and then back down. Can't remember. We had some crazy moves yesterday, but ST and E.
CGC looks even crazier if you go to the weekly. You can see a longer term trend line all the way back from August 3rd of last year. So this is going to be big levels to watch.
Yeah. I can kind of see that one too.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh wait, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I want to see if some of these are tradable in tests. I know DERM is. I want to see if some of these other ones are.
Yeah, I've checked a lot of the gappers today. Not much, but like TY, HT, no.
What about CRBP? Yeah, it is. Nice. Okay, so yeah, I'm watching CRBP as well. It's a earnings gap. It's gapping up from 680s to 740s. This is CRBP. So yeah, it is tradable. So I'll watch that one. ACB is tradable. So like my main watches with like specifically what is actually tradable on TEFs are DERM, CRBP, ACB, APHA, CGC, and AMD. These are probably the ones that I'm watching the closest. All right, guys, but we got about 6 minutes left, a little bit over 6 minutes. Yeah, let's do it. I noticed we get a surge of viewers after everybody that goes over pre-market closes theirs down. I wonder why nobody keeps it going, after pre-market. I know why, but I'm just messing around. NIO, you know why. I know why too. They don't want to hurt their brand. But yeah, ALT looks good. I don't think it's tradable either. Let's see. I can check ALT. No, they didn't add ALT. That's okay. Alright, so yeah, moving average cross worked fairly well yesterday. You can see the moving average crossover I got in yesterday was right here, right at the open. Or no, maybe it was this one right here, the short one. I don't know which one I got into yesterday. We'll see. But gonna watch for the moving average crossover play again today. It's been working fairly well. NIO, gonna watch NIO. Alright, what did I do here? Oh, there we go. Alright guys, we got 5 minutes left, 5 minutes. Let's get everything rolling here. Get the other scanner set up, ready to trade. Alright guys. So, like I said, what's everybody's main watch today? What's everybody looking at? So I have 5,000 shares of TYHT at 140. I'm not asking much, but I'd like to sell at 165. TYHT. I mean, it might get up there. I think you got a good chance of it spiking up quickly there at the open. Maybe coming back down, but I don't think that's a terrible target. 165 is reasonable, I think. ALT, TYHT, CLRB. Let's see what CLRB is doing. I know a lot of people watch TYHT. TLRB looks good as well. Nice move here at 485. Let's look at the daily chart. We'll see if this one can run back up. We'll see.
So that CRBP, I'm seeing more of a cup and handle pattern. So what we want to see is it get below 725. That will ruin the cup and handle pattern. But right now on the 15-minute, I can see a nice cup and handle. If it goes heads and just curls here through the 750s.
Right.
So I'm going to keep an eye on that one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for it under that big support level. Like, you can see that big major support level at 720. Like, right there at 720, it's got all that support. I'm looking for it to break under there. It does have a nice little gap to fill in between about 690 and 720. So about 30-cent gap fill is what I'm looking at for CRBP. We'll see, though. I mean, it's not gapping up a huge amount. And so it could run, But if it does break down under 720, look to see if it fills some of that gap. That's what I'm really watching. All right, guys, we got about 2 minutes. JAGX.
AMD showing signs of strength right now.
Yeah, man, NVIDIA had positive news. It's really NVIDIA, I think, dragging AMD up on sympathy. NVIDIA reached, I believe it was like a partnership with Amazon Web Services, is what I think it was.
Okay.
And so,
AWS.
Yeah.
All right. That's actually really good news.
Yeah, so it's so I think AMD is just up on sympathy from the NVIDIA play and the NVIDIA news.
Okay. I'll keep an eye on it for long plays on MU and AMD.
For sure.
It's one of the key things I've been doing well is trading both sides of the game here.
What, long and short.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's gonna take me to my next level.
Yeah, I gotta take some more long plays. I've been kind of strictly sticking with shorts, and I've been having pretty good results. Before I kind of change anything up, appreciate the new subs today, guys. Appreciate Nick, Omkar, R, and Callie. Appreciate the subs. But yeah, we'll see what we get. I don't want to switch anything up too much when I'm trying to scale up in size.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
like
I'm
I
gonna hold it back for
right
right now.
right like I just want to kind of keep it controlled during that time.
Simple,
Right.
simple trading is what we talk about a lot.
Right.
Making it easy for yourself. We do the hard work outside of trading. Once we actually do the act, it should be easy, simple to follow.
Right. For sure. That's the goal. All right, guys. Market's about to open up in 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Let's go.
ERM looking really well here. I'm gonna be watching it. This one has a tendency of really just pooping out.
Here's the bell. There it is, guys. Good luck. Good luck. Let's do it. All right, AMD spiking up some here. Like I said, we're going to look for the moving average crossover play. We'll see if we get it. We're getting a spike on AMD. Big move. DERM dropping some. CGC pushing up. NIO up. NBV up. TYHT pushing a little bit. ALT dropping. ALT's got a nice little gap there in between 375 and 275 or so, and really 290. But ST&E dropping. ACB pushing up.
There's DERM down to 1252s.
Yep. I see that one. Let's see what it does at 1250. AMD big spike here. Big spike. Massive first candle for AMD. Actually, it's not that big.
MU also.
Yeah, they're all microchip. MU, NVIDIA.
Looks like a day for your lovely opening range.
I don't think so. I think at least for AMD, I think the that first candle's too big.
There it is. There's DERM. What did I tell you guys about DERM? Has a tendency of just flushing out.
Right. How's the
1220s already?
How's the volume on Mitch? I turned it up a little bit, so you should be able to hear Mitch a little bit better now. Let me know how it is, guys. Oh.
All right, you guys see our BP up there, maybe 740.
Yeah, I see
would
it.
have to be right above 45s.
I want it to drop a little bit more. I want to see a bigger downward pattern for it before I really attack.
I like a move to 720s first.
Yeah, it needs some type of volume. It looks like it's gonna break out on the upside. We'll see how it acts at the pre-market high at 755. Right here. We'll see what it does there at 755.
DERM, come back. Baby, come back.
No, I was just about to say that. Yeah, man, we'll see. I also want to see if the VWAP drops some more. I want to see the VWAP drop a little bit more with DERM. Like, if it dropped down to 1260, I like that area. Because then you could use, like, the previous high of the day at 1276 as your risk and have, like, a tight 15 cent risk or so.
This is what I've known DERM to do. Is flush. So.
ACB dropping at the open, too. ACB. And then look at TYHT dropping, ALT dropping. And so we'll see. But yeah, I'm looking at DERM. We'll see if we get that that move here.
CRBP showing the strength there. Up there to the resistance.
Right. Exactly right up to that pre-market high. We'll see how it acts right there at 755. I think that's the big level for this one. NIO spiking up here as well. NIO big run. Yeah, ALT dropping. All right, so now it's a little bit more interesting here with DERM. If it gets up to, if it bounces back to 1260s, I mean, we'll see what we get with a potential fade with like a 15-cent fade or so. All right, there's the break of the pre-market high on CRBP. So yeah, I just never got down to that 720s level, and that's okay. We can't marry it. We just gotta keep looking here. The VWAP's dropping more and more for DERM, but I don't hate like you could get in at that VWAP here, give yourself a tight 15-cent risk or so, 15-20 cent risk, I would say. And then set a reward target at the whole dollar of 12 sometimes would work, maybe a little bit earlier at 12.20 depending on your risk tolerance. AMD still popping up there, still watching for the moving average cross on it.
Baby, come back.
Yeah.
DERM.
Yeah, man, let's see it.
I'm telling you, man, this is one that I've actually made a lot of money shorting right out the open.
I just want to see it bounce a little bit, man. If it bounces, the more the VWAP drops, as long as the stock drops with it, it's fine. ACB breaking out here. NIO pulling all the way back to the VWAP, maybe a good little VWAP. All right, there's the drop, man. Yeah, the whole dollar of 12 looks like a good reward target if it can get back to the VWAP. It's just about where you're going to set risk now. You can still set it at the high of the day at 12.75. 25-cent risk. You just got to scale down in size a little bit to accompany the larger risk. VXRT popping up on the scanners here. VXRT. Yeah, I'm just waiting. We get a lot of push-ups today, except for DERM.
Yeah, the tears. The tears are real.
Yeah. VWAP's down at 12.50 now. So that would give me a 60-cent reward target for DERM. And let's see, about a 30-cent risk. So it's about 2-to-1. It needs to come back.
It's about to hit AMRN there at 1951. It's gonna risk off of 56. Would be looking pretty nice right now.
AMD had a nice bounce. Yeah, everything's kind of running up today again.
That was nice right there. AMRN. I would have a 10-cent already.
ALT dropping, but I don't think that one's tradable. CRBP running up. So yeah, a lot of these have kind of at this point, it's like even if DERM bounces today, so like even if it bounces, where's your risk? Where's your risk? You can do 50s, but that's a little too tight, I think. I think you would have to do like 1270 or so for your risk, like right here. And then see what your risk reward would be for it. Yeah, it's still about 30-cent risk and about 60-cent reward, so it's not terrible for DERM. I don't hate it. It's about 2-to-1.
I'm telling you. I missed there on AMRN. Would have been a nice one. At least a 10-cent first profit there. Shorting there at 51s. Taking profit 1940s. Looking for that move to 1930s.
Right. All right, here's DERM. If it gets back up to 1240, I don't hate it with the risk of 1270. I got to scale down in size because it's such a big risk versus the reward. It's a good risk reward trade, don't get me wrong, but the risk is still 30 cents, and so the reward's 60 cents, and so it's still good, but we're gonna see if we get that move up to the VWAP here. Ugh. Doesn't look like it's gonna get there. We'll see. I like it now. I like DERM now.
Now you like it, John?
I mean, well, no, I gotta wait for it. It's
I just got a mess to do.
like I'm watching it, but I want to see it. I want to see it get up to the VWAP. what I mean is, I like the way it looks right now. Like, I like the fade pattern it shows. It's just got to get up there in order to get that good risk reward. It's up to 12.25s.
Gaining a lot of volume down there. It's kind of worrisome.
CRBP completely reversing. NBEV coming down. ACB coming down. Cannabis play starting to reverse. I don't know if we're going to get that entry on 35. It's actually a little bit lower than I wanted it now. I could use 52 as my risk now. And then
All right, looking at CRBP for VWAP rejection.
I might start to watch the cannabis plays too. Some of the cannabis plays are dropping. ST and E2. So we're getting a big reversal here. CGC is another one I'm watching. CGC. CGC can get up to 46.13. It's not a bad rejection. We're getting back up to 20s. See where the previous day's close is. The previous day's close is, let's see, it is at 56. So I don't mind that risk.
Yeah,
it's about 20 cents.
AMRN there to the second profit target. Really a bad miss there.
Look at
Got too focused on DERM.
CGC doesn't look bad here for a rejection. Man, I just don't know if DERM's going to give it to us. There's the rejection.
AMRN down there, 1920s now. Really good trade there. All right, guys, doing a VWAP rejection play here, guys.
On which one?
On CRBP. 760s is my out here. Got to be careful with it here. Could be a VWAP bounce here. Just needed to get right back underneath 50s. All right, might get stopped out here. Got stopped out. Is what it is. That's what happens. A little FOMO.
All right, here's the 30s on DERM. All right, I just got in with 150 shares of DERM. Terrible fill. But I think I'm going to use, like I said, that, yeah, it's quick push up here. I think I'm going to use that previous day's close. Over that previous day's close is my risk. It's down to 25s, 22s, 21s, 17s. There we go. We'll see if it follows through, though. It could bounce here. I'll give it some time. But I'm using that previous day's close as my risk. I like that area as my risk. It's tight. We'll see if it can stick to it. I like the quick washout, but we got to see it follow through because it still could run right back up here. Just a little spready. There we go. There's 23s. Looks like it wants to break, though. That's the only problem. Yeah, there's 40s. As long as we don't get halted, I'll be alright. It's kind of battling here. It's so spready, though. I should have looked at the spread before I got in. It's like a 15-cent spread, or a 10-cent spread. And Thinkorswim, it's lagging a little bit, but no stress. I got in with 150 shares, so It'll be alright. Let's just see if it holds down here. I want to see that 1240 level hold. Is Thinkorswim lagging here though? That's what I'm. Or is it just this spready? There's 31s. Let's see if we get a breakdown here. There's 26s. There's a breakdown. Let's see if it actually holds down here though. 21s. Alright. 20s. Alright, probably take some off at 12 or so. There's 19s. If it can get down there, it's just so spready. It makes me a little bit more hesitant. And there's 18s.
I would say first profit 12.
Right, that's exactly what I just. That's exactly what I was looking at.
Yep, and then maybe 84s.
Right, where the body is for sure. That's what. Yep. It's kind of the same plan.
Yo, reversal on CGC, guys. We talked about this potential big long on CGC. Just got great momentum through that squeeze.
The only thing I do have to be careful with DERM is like a quick volume spike, because this one, I think it's a low floater, so we got to be careful with the quick volume spike. All right, there's 15s. Let's see if we can get down to 12. It's just so spready that we got to just watch it, because the spread clears out so quick that I might have some issues exiting. 2205. All right, I'm going to take half off there. There we go. Now I feel much more comfortable in it. I let it test the low. All right, so let's see. Next step here is to see if it actually breaks 12. Like I said, though, this one's so spready and it's so kind of volatile right now that it can really hurt me.
Myself. I had an order out there for $12.39 the whole time, but I took it off.
Yeah, don't stress it, brother. It happens, man.
It's exactly where I had it.
Yeah, man, I kind of stole your trade here.
Yeah, I'm telling you, DERM, I'm going to go shank it.
Yeah, let's see if we. I want the breakdown under 12 now. That's what we get. We're probably gonna see a bounce here at $12, but I want the breakdown. I've taken profits. Come on, let's see the break. It's at 1203.
ACB potential entry here.
Yeah. There's the jump.
Didn't get me filled on ACB.
Yeah, there's the bounce.
No, that's the start. I'm starting to get to that point where I'm just getting upset. The ones that I need to get in, not getting in. Had the order out there for 10.22. Would have been a great entry for ACB there. Risk off at 25. See a nice head and shoulders play with a daily chart extended. Good chart to short.
I'm seeing a bounce here. If it breaks over 1220, I got to get out of this one. I just don't feel comfortable holding CGC, to be honest. It's just a little bit too spready, a little too sketchy for me. Well, there's the bounce that I didn't want to hold through. But it's still at 1218. It's just so spready right now. Just makes me not trust this thing. I'll hold through another rejection.
I'm kicking myself for ACB. ACB would have been a nice one. Just didn't get filled. It went to 21 instead of 22. It would have been a nice fill, 1,000 shares. I would have shorted, covered some here, and looked for the rest at 10.
Honestly, I let this trade that was a $30 gain turn into a $10 one. Oh, I got a little bit of money in the bank, but I'm about to get out. I'm just letting it test the VWAP at this point, see if it pulls back here. Hopefully it gets rejected at the VWAP. That's kind of what I'm waiting to see if it does or not. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. See, this is why I got out for a slightly green trade. It kind of turned back around. I wanted to see if it would test 12, but look at that spike up. You could tell DERM is just a tiny float stock. But yeah, I got out for a 375 gain. Man, that one had me nervous. I could tell it was just a tiny float, and it was just acting weird, tiny spread. Um, but yeah, I'm just glad to be out of it. Ugh. Those make me nervous, man. STNE. I'm looking at STNE here. At least I got out with a green trade, ever so slightly green. STNE looks good as well. It's just you gotta take small size with this one. Yeah, STNE doesn't look bad with the risk of 42.10, but it's at 41 now. It's a little bit too late. What else looks good? Still early. It's still only 20 minutes into the market day. What is the rest of the? So the rest of the canvas plays are pushing up here. ACB's sideways. What was the other one? CLRB that I was watching. But yeah, it seems like the shorts got squeezed out of DERM right there. Like that's really what happened once it got up to 1230s.
Short here on Kron. Risking off 93s right now.
What's your risk? Sorry.
93 for right now. 93.
Doesn't look terrible for a VWAP projection. AMD's still running here. AMD never really got a chance to get in with the fade there. Or with the, not the fade, the moving average crossover. Oh, I forgot to record my trades today. Well. Yeah, DERM. Maybe for a, let me see where the previous day's close. It's at 56. Maybe for a red to green move here. I don't hate STNE as well with the risk. If you can get up to 4190s, risk of 4225 or so, maybe 4240. AMD just super bullish today. Yeah, there goes the red to green on DERM. Yeah, just a quick reversal, man. A quick reversal. Got squeezed out of there.
All right, gotta be careful here, guys.
Yeah, Nvidia is really the alpha one today. It's the one that's causing it to push. AMD's kind of up on sympathy, and MU I think as well. They're both kind of up on sympathy. If you want to see a good play though, look at DERM right now, guys. DERM breaking the highs here. Red to green move, washout long type of play. We'll see if it holds support where that previous high was at 1275 or so.
All right, let's see if we can crack this 2180s and get through the 77s. There you go, 78s.
Yeah, I'm watching it with you. I missed my entry on ST&E. I'm gonna take 50 shares here with ST&E and see if I can get in with a fade drop down to the 40s. That's what I'm kind of shooting for here. To the 41s or so.
All right, guys. Took off 300 shares there.
Huge squeeze just now on mine.
You let the rest of it work there. Small gain there. Looking to add back at VWAP. Let the rest of the shares work.
I'm letting mine battle 42, but it really has been a tough few days in the market. Fades haven't been there as much. I kind of see one for ST&E, like I said. We'll see if we get one though. Been getting some breakdowns here. There's 80s, 75s, 60s. Look a little bit better.
Wanted to take 70s off there and take that 70s. It would have been a nice 16-cent gainer. Let's see if we can get back down there.
Back up to 90s. Gonna battle 42 again. I took smaller sizing with this one, even though it's a more expensive stock. I just don't want to see a big breakout over 42. I mean, if it breaks that previous high, I just got to get out of this one. I'm hoping that'll hold as resistance, but we'll see.
All right, guys, took that 70. Looking for it to bounce back and come back. Made $45 on the trade. Wasn't a bad trade at all.
Yeah, green's good, brother.
Looking for it to bounce back here. Look at ACB though. That was beautiful. I had that one picked out at 21. This was going to be 25. Never got to the risk. Beautiful trade. MBEV, also another one. Beautiful trade there. 567s, you out fade.
I'm in ST&E, so it's trying to test this $42 level. It keeps kind of testing it over and over and over again. I got to be really careful with it because my risk in this one's like 42.20. And it keeps testing it over and over again. So when we do get a breakout, it could be big. So hands over the cover button, but I'm letting it work. See if we get the drop.
All right, CRPV looking for a VWAP rejection this time. See if we can get it.
Back up to 98. Like I said, gotta be very careful here for the break. There's 16s. Rejection quick back down. See, super choppy, super volatile right now for this one for STNE. It's tested that area 3 times. I just want to see that area continue to hold its resistance. It's at 95 now. There's 86. Feel a little bit better, but the way how quickly this one's been moving, it could easily quickly come back up here. There's 95. Yep. Well, at least I have a very obvious risk level now.
Look at ACB down there to $10. Coming down.
Yeah, man, that one broke down nicely.
PDD, look at that.
Yeah, I was watching PDD this morning. Hold on, this one I gotta keep an eye on STNE. The range is just so big with this one that 50 shares has me a little nervous. I don't want to get massively squeezed up here. There we go. There's a breakdown. Finally, man. Sheesh. Took so long to get this breakdown, and it tested 42 for so long. But man, that just was nerve-wracking in that trade. Sheesh. Alright, well now if it pushes back up, I could just get out. Don't reverse all the way back up. I'm going to be frustrated if it does. It looks like it's going to. Come on, man. Dumb. This thing just came right back up. Should have taken profits when I could have. Now it's going to squeeze up. I just got to jump out of it. Shorts are getting squeezed out of this one. Maybe I'm being stubborn here, but I'll let it test again. See if it breaks down again. There's 84s, 80s again. There's breakdown again. Let's see if it actually holds this time. Nope. Maybe I'm overanalyzing this one. Alright, there's 60s. It looks good for a fade, man, but maybe I'm overanalyzing. I think the range is so big, I'm like panicking with this one. I gotta laugh at myself a little bit. Like, it looks like a good fade. We just need to follow through under 40s. It's just so spready. That's the only problem I have with it, is that it's just so spready that when I'm up, it quickly reverses. There's 50s. Let's just see a break under the $50.
All right, guys, looking at CRPB here, the BP.
There we go. Finally, man. Let's see if it actually breaks this time, though. It's got a 30-cent spread. 50, a little bit better. I should probably take 25 off while I can, man. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. Took half off there.
All right, got a starter there. CRPB, VWAP rejection.
Alright, it's down to 20, 19s. We'll see if it breaks here. I want to see it get really weak right now. 41's beautiful. Really break down to 40 would be ideal here. Let's see if we get the breakdown. Ah, Now it's acting like that with this one too. Let's see if we get the break under the half dollar or the whole dollar. It's at 41, 41.98. Let's see it break down to 40. Just a stubborn mover here.
Kron down there to 50s now. Should have held that one. Sold way too quickly. I think it's part of the fact that I missed so many. I just wanted to secure profits, but definitely sold too quickly in that stock.
That's kind of how I feel with ST&E right now. Like it's been super sketchy and just bouncing back and forth. That like I just want to like take profits when I can.
Yeah, I can admit to myself when I took profits way too soon. I should have definitely held some shares for Kron.
Yeah, I'm trying to let ST&E work here, but both times I've gotten kind of faked out at the whole dollar. Like both times it's dropped down, bounced back. I've wanted to let it test the whole dollar, and it just quickly just reverses, heads back up. So I gotta be strict with myself with some of these. There we go, a little bit better. There's 20, 12. Let's see if it actually breaks now. Second time it's testing this whole dollar 41. There we go. I think this is part of the reason I've been so stubborn is because I want to see it breaks. Sheesh. I'm just not used to a spread this big I'm not used to trading stocks this expensive is what it is.
All right, there, guys. Short there, 750s, 751 pretty much off 758 for 59. 59 is going to be my out. CRBP.
Alright, I just got out of this one for a $23 gain. I'm tired of holding this one. Here you're in CRBP. Yep. Spread's too big for me to ride that one around. A little bit too nerve-wracking. Yeah, there's the squeeze up. I'm glad I got out there. So a few scalps today. Not scalps, but yeah, I don't hate that one for CRBP.
Just got to be careful here. If it rejects, it's going to be a good risk to reward here. There's 59s. Can't see it get filled. 56.
Over here, I could throw you up.
I'm out.
Oh.
Yep, it's gonna be one of those days. That's what happens when you start expanding yourself. You're gonna run into days where you squeeze out. Today's gonna be one of those days. You're gonna finish down the day close to 200 down. So it's gonna be a big hit. But hey, we've been up about 600 the last 2 weeks, so relatively that's not the worst. I don't think it was even the worst trade. I just think it just didn't go our way. Squeezed up a little bit too far for our risks.
Yeah, man, it's kind of how it goes sometimes, brother, so don't stress it too much, man.
I just missed today. Should have stuck with DERM, had the right entry, would have got in and out of there at 39. AMRN, easy trade. ACB, easy trade. Just not going with the easy trades, picking the wrong stocks, and that's what happens. Pick the wrong stocks, you lose.
Yeah, man, I'm kind of right there with you. It's been kind of a frustrating. I mean, I'm green, but it's been a frustrating day for me too. Like, DERM squeezed up, took my whole gain away. I was up $30, and then I got an ST&E, and it's a green trade, but missed out on some of it. But that's kind of how it goes. Some days are just gonna be weird, and I think today's one of them. So, don't stress it, brother.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here, guys. That's gonna be it for me today. You guys take it easy, all right?
Later, bro. All right, guys. So yeah, so we got we're up $24 on the day roughly. This ST&E trade had me a little bit nerve wracking. Just uncomfortable in that trade. The reason I was uncomfortable is because I was probably watching it a little bit too closely. Um, but it was also like it had such a huge range, and it's just kind of outside of my comfort level. I'm not really used to trading stocks this expensive. Most of the stocks I trade are in between like $10 to $30, and so trading a 40 something dollar stock with a huge range, which is not really what I usually do, and so probably watched it a little too close relative to what I should have been doing. While we have a little bit of a break here, I'll keep looking. I don't think ACB looks terrible. ACB's right up there. I didn't even get a chance to try the moving average crossover play because the moving average hasn't even crossed over on AMD yet. But we got ACB, which is pulling back to the VWAP, CRON, which is pulling back to the VWAP. So both of these look like decent fades. If Cron can get up to 2176, I do have some money in the bank. Maybe I'll consider taking another trade. Maybe. But also, while we're here, guys, if you want to use the same broker that Mitch and I do, so Mitch and I can get into these trades and I can take 50 shares, and my full round trip in commissions is $3 or $3 to $4 after fees. So like $4 tops for a full round trip with the sizing I'm using. And so if you want to use the same broker that I'm using, you can check out TradeNet and you can get 10% off of their packages by going through my link. With this broker and the funded account program, there's no PDT rule, and so you can trade as much as you want. You don't have to follow the PDT rule, and anything that is tradable is shortable. And so they also have cheap commissions with small size. And so the way it works is you pay for a package. There's no deposit. You're actually paying for the package. In this case, you can pay $450 if you go through my link and get 10% off for the intro account. And with the intro account, you get 14,000 in buying power to trade with. 14,000 in buying power. And so there is a $700 max loss, but if you're only paying $450 and you're getting 700 to lose, you're getting an extra few $100 to lose. And so for that reason, I think it's really good for new traders. But like I said, commissions are cheap. They're 0.006 cents per share with a 150 per trade minimum. And so if you use less than 300 shares, commissions are like $3 to $4 for a round trip. Not many penny stocks are tradable, so not many penny stocks are, you're not going to be able to trade many penny stocks. It's mostly for a little bit more expensive stocks over $5 or $10. And that's my biggest pet peeve. But like I said, I really think they're great for new traders looking to learn. You can take small sizing, pay $450 with a max loss of $700, get an extra few $100 to lose, and just trade small sizing. I think that's what it's really good for. If you do sign up to TradeNet and you do go through my link and sign up, you get a free month of our classes as well. Plus, TradeNet comes with a course. They come with a free 2 weeks of the TradeNet chat room. And so it's not bad value in my opinion. If you're interested in checking that out, you can go through my link here, and I'll post that link here. There's the link. So the rules, so I haven't cashed out yet. It's because I upgraded to a student account. So the student account's a little bit more expensive. You get 80,000 in buying power, and it's like 2,700. And so I upgraded to a student account, and I haven't withdrawn yet. Casey, if Casey's still here in the chat, Casey has withdrawn from TradeNet before. He withdrew in December. He put the request in. So I know you can withdraw once per month. And Casey from our classes, he was in the stream. He said that he put the withdrawal request in on December 10th and received his payout on the 19th, and so in 9 days. And he said it was pretty flawless. There wasn't any problems with it, and that's kind of what I heard. I've heard from everybody that they do pay out, but since I upgraded, I just haven't had the chance to request a withdrawal. But yeah, I think you can withdraw once per month, is what I think it really is, and so. You must have the request on by the 10th of the month. Okay, appreciate that, Eric. Yeah, it's best to reach out to them. But like I said, if you want more information, go through that link. I've been using them for a while. And like I said, the best thing about them is that you don't have to locate shorts. Like I can get in. You can see my fills are pretty decent on here, even with a market order. Limit order fills are less reliable. I think market order fills are better on TEFs, but but yeah, I can short anything that's tradable. I think that's the great thing about them is that anything that's tradable, I can short. I mean, I don't really think 9 days is that long of a wait relative to like a lot of other stuff. I mean, it's not like an ACH transfer is going to take a week regardless of what platform or broker you're withdrawing from. I know if I use an ACH transfer on Thinkorswim, it takes like a week. So 9 days. All things considered, considering it's an overseas broker, I don't think that's very long at all. But it's all subjective, I guess. I don't think there's a withdrawal fee. Let me ask Casey. But I don't think there's a withdrawal fee. There's a platform fee that's $15 a month that they take out of your account. But I mean, even that's pretty cheap relative to a lot of these other brokers. So it all depends on what people are interested in doing. But yeah, like I said, today was just a frustrating day, just a weird day. I was up like 35, $40 on CGC. And then I just got caught in this big reversal here, this big squeeze up. These shorts got squeezed up. And so I got caught in this squeeze right here, unfortunately. But I still ended up slightly, and then I was able to make some of it back. So I'm ending it slightly green today, but just a weird day overall. Frustrating day. Was up some, lost it, came back. And so just kind of one of those days where I have to battle to be green. But green is good. I'm green on the week now. Yesterday I ended down $10. Today I'm up 24. And so small ball here, small ball today, but I'll take it. Green is good. How did everybody else do today? Everybody else green today? Anybody else have any trouble? I think today was probably. I mean, it was a little tough. Let's see the overall market today. Um, SPY was down some, surprising. Had a nice little fade somewhere in there for the SPY. Nice Milan, nice work, brother. What's up, Sunil? What's up, man? I mean, the cannabis plays, as much as they're tempting, they're all kind of fading. They're all right at the VWAP now, so CGC could be a rejection, a VWAP rejection. You got Kron up there, like I said. Kron was up there. Didn't look terrible. ACB is right at the VWAP again now. Yeah, it's kind of how it goes, Alex, man. It was a frustrating. If you watched me trade, it was a frustrating day for me. I mean, I'm green on the week now. Yesterday was like a $12 loss. Today I'm up 24. And so I'm technically green on the week. But yeah, just a weird day. Kind of battled back and forth with it. But that's kind of how it goes sometimes, guys. It's kind of how it goes. Trading is one of those things where, the goal in trading is to keep your losses relatively consistent, right? Like you want to keep your wins and losses relatively consistent. Of course, you want some bigger wins than your losses, but you got to keep everything somewhat even and somewhat on an even kill. One of the bigger reasons that people do worse on TEFs and trading in general is because they have these big drawdowns in their account, right? And so in trading, your goal is to kind of avoid these big drawdowns in your account. If you can avoid the big drawdowns, you're going to have a little bit better time building your account up. And that's something that took me a long time to learn, that you just got to avoid the big drawdowns in your account. And it's really tough to do, but it's kind of how trading is. Yeah, small losses do add up for sure. What I mean though is like, for instance, like if you're if you're a consistent trader, right? If you're a consistent trader, then you should be fine as long as you avoid big drawdowns, right? A lot of traders are actually consistent green profitable traders. They have these big drawdowns in their account to where, they're green more than they're red, but whenever they're red, they have these big drawdowns that kind of sink their account back down. Right, and so the goal is to keep everything relatively consistent, and that takes analyzing share size, analyzing the range of the stocks, analyzing your risk in each trade. That's kind of what you have to do, because, like I said, a lot of times your traders can be more green than they are red, but they have these big drawdowns in their account that makes it tough to get back in the green. Yeah, it's a process for sure, Eric. It just takes a little bit of time, man. It's a slow process for sure. What's up, Sid? CLRB. I'm not sure. I mean, I knew this is what I know. A lot of these penny stocks, like you'll see these big gap ups, and a lot of people think, a lot of people get really bullish with some of these moves, and most of the time they kind of quietly fade back down like this. What was the other one I was looking at? ALT. Yeah, ALT had a nice fade here. And so this is what you see a lot of times with these big penny movers is that, a lot of times they just kind of quietly fade back down. Honestly, I'm pretty mad, though, at DERM. DERM had me nervous today, guys. And it's frustrating because it's like both of these stocks, STNE and DERM, I wanted to let them test the whole dollar. Both times. I wanted to see if we were going to get a much bigger winner. I kind of went for the home run a little bit. And so you can see here, 12 faked me out on DERM. And then faked me out on STNE at the whole dollar, in this case 41. And so both times it kind of bounced right at the whole dollar. And it's, luckily I took profits around there because I wanted, and I got out green on the day, even though they both reversed on me. But man, I wish one of them at least could have broken down. I was up decent with both of these trades, but kind of how it goes sometimes, man. Do I think AMD goes higher? No. I mean, I don't know. Hey, I always try to tell people, who knows? It could. At this point, it's kind of, it's away from the VWAP. I think if it does go higher, it's going to pull back a little bit beforehand, but I could be wrong. It could break the highs here and keep on running. You never really know. There's a few things I use to judge extension. First off, you want to look at the daily chart to judge the extension. Where's it at now? It could go up another dollar to the 25.50 area right there, but per the daily chart, it doesn't look that bad. You can see how far away from the VWAP it is. Like the farther away from the VWAP this is, the usually more extended it is, because the VWAP is a volume indicator. So like even though you can see the volume kind of slowly coming down more and more. And so again, the farther it is away from the VWAP, where the VWAP's not actually following it up, that usually signifies a little bit more extension in it. And so like I said, if it does continue running, I would think it might pull back a little bit closer to the VWAP before it continues to push up. Maybe that'll give somebody an entry, but I don't know. We'll see, Could do either. Could run. Could find some support. Another thing it could do is find some support at 24.50, bounce off of the $0.50, and then continue going. You know, right here. But who knows? I would tend to think it's going to come back down a little bit. It's a little extended at this point. John, off topic, what CBD vape do you use? What hardware? What oil? Honestly, I use throwaway ones. I use cheap disposable ones. I don't know what kind these are. I buy like the disposable cartridges for them, and then the vape juice. I use hemp bombs vape juice. It's like a green one. Right now, I'm using a sweet mango seduction. Yeah, if ACB or CGC both fade off the VWAP, I'm gonna be aggravated because I thought about it, but considering how weird today was, I figured I might as well just walk away green while I can. Um, you can see ACB faded a little bit, then CGC faded, followed through a little bit more off the VWAP here, which is kind of what I was looking at, but how it goes sometimes. Would have been good sympathy moment play, especially with the gap up. CLRB had two, just didn't follow through and sold off. Don't let emotions get you though. Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, Sid, today was a frustrating day. Today, at least, especially for fades, we had a lot of fake outs. Appreciate the sub, Roberto. Thanks, brother, and Eduardo and Grant. Thanks for the subs, guys. Appreciate it. Welcome. But yeah, it was a frustrating day for me too, and with Mitch as well. It was just one of those days. Tuesdays, like if you look at my chart and you look at my graph here, Tuesdays are typically worse days for me. Let me see. Tuesdays are a little bit worse overall. Like if you look at my graph, I'm getting a little bit of lag here. Yeah, Tuesdays are a little bit worse overall if you look at my graph. And you look at the days of the week, Tuesdays are actually my worst day overall per my stats. Every other day of the week, I'm green. Like I'm averaging a green day every other day of the week except for Tuesday. Tuesday, I'm averaging a losing day, and so Tuesdays have been tough. I might need to just skip Tuesdays from now on. But yeah, it's kind of how it goes. Yeah, man, we'll see. Can you trade in the real market if I avail the intro package at TAFS? What do you mean? So TAFS is CFD trading. It's contract for difference. And so you're not actually... I mean, it's just like trading in the real market. It's just a little bit different. It's a different type of security trading. You're buying contracts instead of the actual stock. And so it's just like regular trading. The only difference is like your trades aren't going to have any sway over the actual market. So like you can't buy 50,000 shares of a low float stock and actually make it move because it's not the actual stock. It's just a contract for that stock. So it's a little bit different. Yeah, I'm green today. What's up, Corey? Yeah, brother. But yeah, like I said, I mean, TradeNet and Tefs, I think it's good for new traders learning. Like I said, with the intro package, you're paying like 450. You may be able to talk them into 399. I know Yin from our classes signed up yesterday, and he was able to get it for 399 by asking the guy. But yeah, like I said, you're paying anywhere between 400 and 450 to be able with a max loss of 700, and so you're getting an extra few $100s to lose. And if you use small size on there, it's pretty cheap in commissions, like $3 or $4 a round trip, and so it's pretty cheap overall. But yeah, no penny stocks. You get 14K in buying power, so 14,000 in buying power, so you can trade. You get enough buying power to actually trade higher cap stocks. And so yeah, it's not bad. It looks like my ST&E trade I got out here. Right, yeah, see Bo got it for $3.99. Nice, brother. And so yeah, if you go through that link I just posted where it says 10% off TradeNet, you can ask them. They might give it to you for $3.99. But like I said, if you do sign up through my link, you get a free month of our classes, and so you do get access to our classes and the library we have and everything like that. If you do sign up through our link, and so let me know if you do. Email me, and I'll get you set up. I know that's what Bo did. Bo's part of our classes now because he got the intro package, I believe. But yeah, there goes CGC dropping down. I almost took it. I almost took the fade on this one. Really, it's a rejection. I almost took the rejection there, but just hesitated. Luckily, though, I did get out of ST&E. All right, so we finally got the cross here on AMD. I guess I could test it today, but it just looks so strong right now, man. That's the only problem. Let's see if we actually see the cross here. Yeah, we see the cross. Let's paper trade it. Kind of a scary looking short though. I'm shorting it into this strength, so it's a little scary for that short, but we'll see. Luckily it's just paper and we're just testing it. Yeah, he left. I think he went to work, Sid. I think he went to work. He comes here a little bit earlier, but yeah, I think he went to work today. UROV. I didn't notice that one. Let me look at it. Yeah, I haven't been testing the moving average crossover play as much as I had previously. I need to get back to it and posting my recap videos. I just haven't been testing it as much. In this case, I think I got to use the high of the day as my risk here at 65. On this paper trade. It's just paper. Like I said, I'm just testing the moving average cross. We did get one there. But I think it actually came back, and now it looks bullish. I don't want to hold this through the high of the day break. I'm out of there. There's no way I'm holding it through that high of the day break. Yeah, paper count. I don't even know if we got the cross, though, looking at it. It may have just faked us out. Because I don't know if I see the cross. It's still blue over white. Yeah, there's the breakout on AMD. Oh, also, guys, you can also try out the 5-day demo challenge on TradeNet. And so if you haven't done this, so basically TradeNet gives you a way to try to win yourself a free intro account. So you can try to win yourself a free intro account. It's completely free to try. You can see here, if I pull this up, you can see the rules. What wait for the video. I know there's always a video. But yeah, you could try to win the intro account for free. It gives you access to a 14,000 day trading account, so a 14,000 intro account, 70% profits, access to their chat room, you get their book, you get their course. And so basically the rules of this are that you get a demo account with $10,000 in it. And so you get a demo account for free for 5 days, and they let you try to challenge for 5 days. By the end of the challenge, it ends 5 trading days after it starts. So you get 5 trading days to generate a net profit of $500 or more. And so you basically have to make $500 in net profits on a $10,000 buying power demo account in 5 trading days. You do have to follow the rules. You must be active and must trade on at least 3 out of the 5 days. So you have to be active on at least 3 out of the 5 days. The trader must attain daily profits of $100 or more on at least 2 of those days. Everything must be closed by the end of the trading day. Maximum daily loss of up to $100. So if you lose over $100 on any particular day, you lose the challenge. Max total loss of $300 total. So if you go over $300 in losses, you lose the challenge. You must trade between 6 and 20 trading tickets. So basically, you have to trade at least 3 times on each of those active trading days, and you can only try it once. But yeah, if you win, you get a free intro account. And so I'll post the link for this as well. It's worth a shot, in my opinion, especially if you're considering using TradeNet and you want to kind of know what it's about. You could try the challenge, and it's free, and it's worth a shot. Like I said, if you want to know what TradeNet's about and what TEFS is about, and give the challenge a try for free without risking anything or paying for anything, you can go to this link I'm posting right now. And so you can go check that out. But yeah, like I said, if you want to see what their platform is like, see what trading with them is like, just check out the link, and you can try it for free with their 5-day demo challenge. So I don't think it's a bad deal, and check it out if you can. All right. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. I'm gonna end it green here today. Also, guys, go check out Trade Ideas. Trade Ideas is the scanner I'm using, and so if you want to check out the scanner I'm using, you can check out Trade Ideas here. I'll post that here as well. Scanners make my morning much easier. You can see the scanners here. They make my morning super easy. Allows me to see all the different gappers, movers, high of the day breaks, and stuff like that. And so go check out Trade Ideas. I just posted that link here as well. Also, guys, if you haven't already, go check out our website. You know, Mitch and I, we try to be the anti-guru. We try to give people a cheap option instead of having to pay, for $1,000 courses. We just try to give people a cheap option. But even if you don't want to buy one of our packages, we have a strategy section here where you can look at all the different strategies we use for free. And, we have a breakdown of all the different strategies, VWAP projections, VWAP fades, stuff like that. And so, yeah, I mean, it's a good option, I think. We got to add a little bit more to the short section, but we also have long patterns. And this is just a few of the strategies we use. VWAP bounce, 1 minute pullback, washout long. We got to break down the different strategies. We also have broker reviews here. And then, if you want to be part of our packages, for $15 a month, we offer over 50 hours. It's probably getting close to 60 hours of content. So actual days, literal days of content in our classes. And you can see here, we just have class, all of these are 1 hour long on a range of different subjects, trading the whole dollar, back testing, how to find good stocks, parabolic movers, building plans, scaling and positions, following the market, understanding ranges, trading gaps, trading using support or resistance, setting up your trading screen, another back testing class, understanding VWAP, understanding triangles. We got a bunch more. trading trends, back testing again. We got a bunch of back testing class, analyzing level 2, reviewing your trades, refresh on the trading process. So we just got a bunch of different classes here, guys. And this is just one section. We also have the risk and reward section with a bunch of classes here as well. We have the psychology section if you want to get your mind right, which psychology plays such a huge role in trading. You know, we got a bunch of classes on psychology, individual strategies here as well. And so, like I said, all of this, plus we hold 3 live classes a month. We hold 3 live classes, or 3 live classes a week, I'm sorry. And so, yeah, all of that is $15 a month. And so we just try to be as cheap as we can. And you can even see here, remember, we're not gurus. Can't guarantee you will make money trading. Our goal is to offer our members a cheap option as opposed to $1,000 courses. If you're a new trader looking to learn for cheap, we're happy to help. And we just try to be cheap so people can learn and new traders can kind of get a good idea of what's going on without having to pay thousands of dollars, you know, in order to get the course. And so if you're interested in checking that out, you can go to that link. And like I said, we also hold live classes every single week. You can go to the Nightbots link if you want to check out the packages link. Here, I can remove this one. And then we can also play our little promo video before we close it down. But yeah, green day, small green day. I'm still green on the week after yesterday's tiny loss, and so I'll take it. Green is good. I'll take my green day. Let me refresh this. Hey, zero is better than losing, man. So don't stress it, brother. I'd rather have a break-even week than a losing week. But yeah, go check us out, guys. We just try to be cheaper than everybody else. You know, $1,000 courses have some value, obviously, but you know, you can find probably more content on our site for 15 bucks. And so, like I said, here's the link one more time. That's probably gonna be it for today, guys. Like I said, if you want to check out and try to win yourself a free intro account on TradeNet, try their 5-day demo challenge. It's completely free. At the very least, you get a demo account for 5 days, and it's worth a shot. At the very least, you get a free paper account for 5 days while you try to win the challenge. And so it's not a bad deal. Like I said, check out the 5-day demo link there if you have time. Go check out our site if you're interested in classes. Email me if you have any questions at beginnertrading@gmail.com. Small green day, I'll take it. Green is good, even if it's tiny and it's kind of a frustrating day today. But green is good. I'll take it. Good luck for the rest of the day, guys. Shout out to Trade Ideas for being cool enough to let me stream their scans every day. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. Have a good day. We'll see you all a little bit later. There's Trade Ideas link if anybody wants to check them out. And like I said, good luck, guys. We'll see you a little bit later.